Hey everyone, Ravinous here. Welcome to Hand of Fate. Now, this is a procedurally generated game where the entire dungeons and everything are based on the cards that are laid down and the choices you make. Now, I have played this a couple times before recording this, but this is one of those games where since every time is different, it really doesn't matter. I've just unlocked a couple things already.
And our game truly begins.
So if I go into story mode, you can see that, I've played 2 levels. So, but honestly, it really doesn't matter too much. And we're going to continue this series until I get to the end. And as you'll see as we go, like I said, the fact that I've done 2 levels doesn't matter too much. I just unlocked more cards, which I may or may not get to use. And generally, if I want to alter, I think I can alter the decks at some point, but I'm not going to worry about that while I'm on camera. So, we are going to go against the Queen of Dust. Let's see, curses, moneybags. In combat, the player's movement speed is reduced by how much gold they possess. Oh, so more money weighs you down. Alright, challenges, Rockfall, good fortune. Lore. The Bandit Queen was taken by slavers as a child raised in the desert. Over the years, she has bribed and murdered her way into the current position as second in command of the Desert Thieves, proving herself capable of ruthless cunning.
A bold woman, this one. She did not collapse when the Empire did. No, she took up arms, organized her people, and vowed that in a country where death had gathered, she would be the one dealing it.
Alright, but I will show you the deck builder at least once. Let's see, would you like to use recommended equipment and encounter deck? Yes, apparently I have insufficient, because I haven't updated them with other stuff. Alright, so in fact, we'll just go recommended every time. And see what happens.
Now we play for the cup, the first of my symbols.
Alright. And I'm not going to give much explanation because this episode
I've added some cards to spice up the game.
Okay.
In addition to the pain and gain decks, there are now blessings and curses. Choose your steps carefully.
Okay, as you can see right below my camera here in the bottom left corner, I have health, which is health in combat. Food is generally the amount of moves I can make before I fail, and gold for shopping. And my goal is to get to the Queen, which usually he deals out the cards. Like right now, I'm pretty sure I'm on the very left in front of him. I'm that figure. My goal is to get to the card that says to go to the next level, and keep doing that until I find the Queen and defeat her. So, I only have one choice. Alright, Mr. Lionel. Alright, whilst enjoying an evening at the local tavern, a strange old man takes a seat next to yours. He taps your shoulder quite painfully with his wooden staff to get your attention. You notice that he appears to be a goblin, poorly disguised as a human. His wizened face grins at you with a hint of madness. My name is Mr. Lionel. If you give me what I need, boy, I will conjure up your heart's desire with this wizarding wand of my own creation. Alright, cackles uncontrollably for a few moments, sits patiently waiting for your answer. Let's see. I could give him the bread. I don't have the money. I could ignore him. I'm going to ask him what he needs. I need to help you. Mr. Lionel taps his staff on the ground, and a shield materializes at your feet. There you go, old bean. He smiles, a warm grin reveals all his chipped and yellowed teeth. Your face reminds me of my son. I haven't met you before, have I? Draw one equipment card. Shield. That will be handy for combat because I will be able to reflect projectiles and counterattack. There. Then, before you can stop him, with inhuman speed, he snatches a pickled onion off your plate and sprints out the tavern door. Alright, so if I go to my inventory now, because every time you play a level you get, or it essentially resets you. So, I have a shield. Blessing and Curses is always active. I have that. If more money I have, the slower I move. Light armor, and that's it right now. Gloves, trinkets, artifacts, helms, upgrades. No upgrades to my adventurer. Oh, okay. So the adventurer has no specific upgrades or rule changes. Okay, so I can get a different character too. That is actually something I didn't know. Alright, next. Reveal the card. The Landlocked Lover. I have not seen this card before.
Again, a token is at stake.
Alright, tokens, reward, or major rewards. I believe they give you more cards later. Or, I forget. Let's see, the door to the Landlocked Lover opens with a creak, breaking the silence like a thunderclap at a tomb. The proprietor greets you. Welcome, traveler. Before I can treat you with our hospitality, I must ask a very important question. Have you seen, heard, or guarded for built smelled a kraken? Explain it, you've never seen a kraken. Consider yourself lucky. There's no more foul beast than a kraken. I'm Carlo. Welcome to the Landlocked Lover. After giving you some time to enjoy the warmth and some sail bread, Carlo approaches you. I heard rumors of boats going missing from the small village port of Norwich. No survivors, no witnesses. Norwich Port is run by bandits, thieves, and smugglers. There's no way to know what's really happening there. Perhaps you could have a look around, find more. I would go, of course, but I have to I have this place to look after. Carlo gestures the empty, damp-ridden flea hole that he calls it home. The card token is now yours.
Take the token. It is yours.
Awesome. So, because I explained, I think, or maybe he just gives it to you. I don't know. Twisted Canyon. You see a weapon glinting in the sunlight, lying next to a skeleton at the bottom of the canyon. Alright, the walls of the canyon are covered in thick vines, perfect for climbing. I can climb down or leave it. I'm adventure. Let's go for an adventure.
Choose from these options.
Yeah. You very carefully make your way down to the bottom of the canyon. You retrieve a weapon from an ancient corpse. Draw one equipment card. Desperate measures. This mace inflicts more damage, lower health of the wielder, and it's holy. Sweet. Let's see, it replaces my rusty axe, which doesn't do as much damage. So yes, equip it.
As pleases you.
Alright. Now this should be the next level. Awesome.
Were you hoping this was the end? No. Another floor awaits.
Alright, take the stairs. You can turn back in case there are other branching paths. But of course, moving takes food. And I don't have anything behind me. So, embark on the next leg of your journey.
This game is still only beginning.
Alright.
New rules, new tools, new abilities. We have far to go as yet.
And only one choice right now. Helpful Priest.
Priests, gods, and eternal damnations. I have no truck with any of it. As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
Alright, you meet a wandering priest who greets you in a friendly manner. Let's see. For a small share of your portions, I will bless you in the name of the old gods. Okay. Okay, you didn't get the huge success. Alright. He says a few words in the language of an old religion and gently touches your forehead. It is done. Draw one blessing card. The card token is now yours. Will of the Gods. At the start
Blessings will remain always active and are never removed. Unless you die, of course.
Yeah.
You're back where you began, as always.
Yep, and I only have 7 food right now, so... Alright. At the start of each combat, a random opponent is highlighted. If that creature is the first to die, when it pops, then it pops out 5 gold, which the player can collect. Alright. Now I have a choice. Up or right. Let's go right. River.
Every step you take consumes food, but you will also heal as you proceed.
Alright, right the river.
Take a token on their foolishness.
Your path is blocked by a river. The water is clear but fast flowing. Attempt to cross the river. Success! Your light armor makes crossing the river easy. You reach the other side, cold, wet, but unharmed. Alright. But I did not get the token because I did not get the huge success. Hitch a ride.
It's better than trudging along a muddy road. Certainly.
Right, you found a friendly traveler willing to let you ride on his wagon. You have discovered the exit of this area. I will say yes, because I am low on food. So run down the stairs.
Play the game. Ha! I know you will not tell me.
All right.
Rest. You are silent.
So I am low on food. Call for the priest. In a Shady Grove off-beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Approach the shop. Hopefully I can buy some food. Greetings, wise traveler. I have much to offer you. Alright. Buy blessings, remove curses, buy food. Buy food.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Yeah, but I will take a look at the blessings. See, any hammer player during combat has choice of poison attacker. Undead that physically strike the player may receive damage themselves. The player inflicts triple damage to foes who are stunned. Oh, interesting. But I cannot have those. Yep, leave the shop. Next, the maiden.
You might think the world of the cards is grim. Yet, even in the darkness, there is light to be found.
Alright. One day in a shady forest, you encounter an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. I am Meredith of the Forest Foe. My people have long helped mortals of this realm. What boon would you ask of me? I will ask for supplies, so I still need food. This bread will sustain you for many days. The dealer draws you 2 food gain cards. Yes, it's 5 food right there, and another 3. My food shortage has been taken care of. It is said that sharp-eyed adventurers may protect themselves from the worst of Lady Luck's contrary nature. Farewell, mortal. Rockfall.
A terrifying walk to get to the Queen. So many potential places for an assailant to get the upper hand.
Alright, what is this one? Let's see. While journeying near the coast, you hear a rumble overhead. Falling rocks force you to take cover. Attempt to dodge the rocks. Oh, wow. Yes, I actually watched which card that was and noticed it was on the top, so I watched where it went. Gotta watch the card. This is very similar card counting. In a way. Kinda. Very basic form of that. Let's see. You dodge the rocks by ducking to a small cave. A few minutes later, you emerge and climb down the new Rockfall. Let's see. You hear a voice somewhere above you say, "Did I hit him? I can flee or I can attack them. I will attack them." Right, 2 monster cards. So it should be 5 enemies. Alright. It uses this game uses like the Arkham counter system, which a lot of games use these days. You know, one of them was supposed to be glowing, and I did not even pay attention. But the curse affects me when I have too much gold anyway. Alright, 2 equipment cards. Looting the bandits. Frostfang. Oh, ice. Equipment with traits imbued with glacial power. Lizardmen are especially susceptible to ice damage. Yep. Each hit slows the target, but with cold, L1 shoots a cone of ice. But it's not as good as what I'm currently wielding. But barely. I'll give it a shot. Frostfang. Mercenary contract. Press during combat. Press R1. Activate this to make every strike drop gold. Neat. All right, moving on. The Song of the White Minotaur.
I will happily wager on the outcome. I do not think you have what it takes.
The Mug and Barrel Inn is renowned for attracting the most talented bards from all around. You arrive there weary from your adventures, but tonight's entertainment convinces you to settle by the hearth for a while. Hours pass and the crowd starts to thin. The bard begins to move around the room, playing requests for small groups. He serenades a pair of young lovers for a meager sum, and is then graciously tipped for leading a group of blacksmiths in a raucous chorus of foul language aimed at the folks from the next town over. He approaches you. Well, what do we have here? A most distinguished adventurer. No tawdry tale of inseparate chivalry or brash tribalism will do. You, sir, merit a stirring ballad of bloodshed, heroism, and death. The bard sings for you a fable of the White Minotaur, a legendary beast who is master of both might and magic. His power is such that it has felled every adventurer.
Hurry up. We don't have forever.
Every adventurer, bounty hunter, or treasure seeker it has ever crossed. At the close of his song, the bard leans close to you and whispers, "The White Minotaur is no myth. I met a man 2 nights ago who hunts the beast as if it were its long shadow. I'd wager that any adventurer would be interested in tales he told me over supper, and all yours for a small donation." Okay. Success. I like the look of you. Does 5 gold. I don't have 5 gold. My apologies. You mistook me for someone that says adventure. Yep. I didn't have the money. All right. Moving on.
One more step down, and we may see the end of this, or another set of stairs.
Take the stairs. All right. Now,
close on her trail, and more confident than I had imagined. Perhaps she will play beyond this mark, and we will see your true mettle.
Huh. Now, there's always a chance I could get one of those cards again, maybe later time or whatever. Indecent Arrival.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
Alright. You were minding your own business in a local tavern when suddenly 3 masked men burst through the doors, grab a young man from the bar, and manhandle him outside. One patron bursts out in protest, but is quickly silenced by the solemn stares of all those around him. Leave them be, Garrett. If it is his time, then it must be done. Follow the masked attackers outside? Damn right I am. You follow the masked men outside. Immediately you are confronted by a large crowd all wearing masks. Their leader speaks to you. "Whoa there, stranger. I would rather that no outsider witness what we're about here. I know this may look like a godforsaken thing we do, but you have no idea of our troubles, so I ask you not to involve yourself. I will not ask twice. We have no time for objections. The crowd turns and drags the young man, their torches burning in a mournful light in the distance. Once the light is faded from sight, you follow their path into a forest. You catch up with them, and to your surprise, they are gathered around a yawning portal that whirls with malicious portent. Despite their disguises, it's obvious that none of the hooded figures relish the sight before them, and many are obviously distraught. The captain is carried to the portal atop the shoulders of 6 people, as if they were bearing as though they were his coffin bearers and you were already dead. The young man's struggles are subdued by bonds of rope. Will you interrupt the ceremony? Yes. You burst forth from your hiding place, plead with the assembled crowd not to go through with whatever bizarre ritual they had engaged, but you gain no support. Their leader eventually speaks above the crowd. If this man is so adamant that one of our own should not be sent to the underworld, then perhaps he should go himself. You are immediately seized by the crowd and pushed towards the portal. Try as you might, they are too strong and you cannot escape. You stumble and fall into the portal. You fall to the ground with only a gentle jolt. You find yourself in a forest that bears a most striking resemblance to where you just were, but with 2 very striking differences. The crowd of masked onlookers are gone, and the sky burns with bright red flames. Out of the sulfur and flames emerge a foul hellbeast. Yeah. Looks like I can fight 4 of them. Ah, but they are fire, and I'm using ice. All right. Boom. I win. I actually took damage that time. After you destroy the last hell beast, the portal stirs back into life. You are lifted off your feet and are sucked into the vortex. Before being deposited back in the leafy forest you were ejected from earlier. This card token is now yours. Sweet. Alright. Moving on. Rockfall!
Again, the stones tumble upon you.
Oh, so close. Got a pain card. Ooh.
Ouch.
Tell me about it. Yep. Just when you think it's over, you are knocked unconscious by a large rock striking your unprotected head. A good warrior always wears a helmet, you remember. Hours later, when you awaken, you find some of your supplies are missing. Draw 2 pain cards. All my money. And more of the money I don't have. Could have been worse. Alright, so before we get to that, I hate having medical issues. Alright. White Council 1.
There's a token in it for you if you win.
Alright. As dusk settles, you arrive at a small village known as Lesser Dimsgate. The locals are gathered at a shady-looking inn. Something must be done, shouts a voice raised in anger. They took all our gold and food, one peasant wails. Will nobody stand up to them? I will offer to help. They went that way not an hour ago. You easily catch up to the band of ruffians. They seem overly confident, are in no rush. As you approach, one of them seems to be a leader notices you. The one who seems to be leader notices you. Kill him, he commands, gesturing towards you. He looks like a troublemaker. Alright, 2 monster cards. Alright, we've done that before. Alright.
Now we begin to raise the stakes. The arena itself will fight against you. Beware of my traps.
Gotcha. Alright. Got 30 gold now. That ain't good. Alright. You gather the stolen supplies and return them to the village, saying, those bandits will trouble you no longer. Oh, they weren't bandits, Child explains. They worked for the White Council. It was our turn to give tribute.
Well done.
Token's now yours. Bandit attack.
Bandits, eh? Make an enemy of one, and you've made an enemy of all.
Group of bandits
One
only
can't
attacks.
help but admire their single-mindedness.
The King of Dust isn't happy about you killing his men. So he sends 2 more for me to kill. Alright. I should have countered. Right there. Among the bodies, you find a scrap of parchment with a rough description of you. Plus, there is an offer of a reward from the King of Dusk. Yeah, game card. Great fortune. I have a lot of money now, and I can probably barely move. Stare. Oh.
Noble causes turn to rotten enterprise. You may win this battle and send the Queen to her rightful end. Yet, what have you gained in the process?
The Desert Queen is more lethal in battle and harder to kill than regular bandit. Her blades are sharp, and is frequently protected by a powerful crossbow. Alright.
Win this and claim my token.
Alright. She has 2 bodyguards. Deflected. Freeze. Guess I need to beat on a crossbow. Yeah, did it. Maybe I needed to collect that and not beat up the crossbow. Meh.
Inevitable, I suppose. So often those who beat plowshare to sword die by the grim instruments of their industry. Still, she fought well and bravely, which is all I expect from my pawns and players.
Alright, goblet upgrades. Stronger counterattacks. Your counterattacks do more damage. Increased stun. Your stunning attacks now render enemies dazed for longer. New starting gear. Your starting equipment has been upgraded. Bandit strength increased. Bandits have had their strength increased. Skeleton strength increased. Bandit throwing knives. Bandits now have throwing knives.
You have earned the first of the symbols of my power and passed the first gate. There is no turning back now. Previously I was merciful, but now I cannot be. It is begun. I crafted each of these cards over the course of years. You have taken them from me in mere moments.
Alright. Got Smuggler's Wharf, which will probably lead to the Kraken. Gain 15 health, Healer's Ring, Charity. That was from dealing with the priest. Good. This was the Hellhounds, or the Hellbeasts. Venturing into Underworld, you receive Alicia and Underworld. So that would be the next event. Let's see, helping the people Lesser Dimsgate. Yep, number 2. Continues that story. Alright, for defeating the Bandit Queen. A Jack of Plague, Asleep in the Forest, Field of Poppies, and Battle at Brooktop. Again for the Bandit Queen, Fleet Cuffs, Armor of Cold, Huge Hammer.
Come, play again.
And we will in the next episode. So, thanks for joining me. Remember, like, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll catch you next time. Later.